Hey guys, we experienced some technical difficulties, so Luke's mic is not on until about 8 minutes into the podcast. Just wanted to let y'all know he's there, you just can't hear him until about 8 minutes in.
Let's start, shall we? So, switch my ears. Okay, welcome everyone. Surprisingly, bro, it gets sunny out here. You know why? No, you want me to tell you? It's because life is too bright. That's why we have the Brother Talk podcast. All right, so let's start it. Welcome everyone again. We're gonna be talking about a topic that relates to most people that want to achieve a sort of confidence. So the topic today is how. So the topic is how we're gonna achieve. The topic is how we're gonna achieve unshakable confidence. All right. So here we gonna start. So let's start off real quick with our boy Luke here. What is the term when we say like unshakable confidence or like unbreakable confidence, right? How can something like that be unbreakable? How can confidence be unbreakable? You know what I'm saying? We having fun, bro. Keep it fun. I mean, wait, nothing serious. Mm-hmm. Build character. I'll tell you. Un- uh, Unbreakable, unshakable. You got it, bro. Let me tell you something. Let's relate it to. Let's say this. Let's relate it to a character. You want to build a character, right? This probably hits home for you. You talk a lot about Marvel and whatnot. You know the guy Thor, right? And all that. He's if he's worthy of his hammer, or if he's not worthy of the hammer. Think of the hammer as your confidence, right? Like when you do the things that are not aligned in your character, would you be worthy of holding that confidence? You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying if you are a person that continues like working towards the character you want to be, just continuing like building the character you want to be, you will naturally have the unbreakable and unshakable confidence. You know what I mean? So basically just lift Thor's hammer and just be worthy. That's what I have to say. So let's get started. Let's get right to it. So I kind of want to talk about music here, right? As I talked about you with music and all that fun stuff. I'm a believer that the type of music you listen to does affect your confidence or does affect the way like you feel, right? So I'm a believer in that. So if you listen to, you can like any sort of music disclaimer here, but if you listen to like certain genres or you listen to like whatever's trending or whatnot, you'll probably think like the other people that like these type of songs, right? You'll probably think like whatever's popular or like um, fit it in with whatever's popular with the music or whatnot. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Music does affect your confidence. If you're listening to sad songs, emo songs, or whatnot, of course it's gonna affect you. You're gonna think like, man, life sucks. You're gonna have a victim mindset, you know. But if you listen to music that kind of, you know, wants you to get to work, or you can listen to like me personally. I'm more so about I like the pumped up music. That's what I was talking about. Like I need music that like has like that pumps you up, you know, that like has upbeats and it's like fast paced, but like, you know, good lyrics as well. I'm all about that. Those kind of musics, ooh, love it. But the reason for it is because it gives you that burst of energy, not necessarily confidence in a sense, but it does give you enough energy to continue, um, just like basically just enjoy your day in a sense. Music is like really really beautiful that, but why is that? And it could relate to like a sense of, ooh, wow, look at that, you got nice lights. Uh, no, I was actually gonna mention, speaking of lights and like music and all that, frequency, bro. Frequency is extremely important. So like anything you listening to, anything you're around, whatever, it could affect the way you act, the way you behave. So I would just say listen to music you just like, you know, listen to music that you into, listen to music that you think the person you want to be would listen to, or what you want to listen to. That's my input.
Self-centered or something that's going to make you more humble and righteous and listening and empathetic.
Well, interesting points you brought upon. Very interesting. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something though about this. So,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
like with music or whatever it is, you said the definition of confidence, like even it's so simple. Like you talked about as well. It does have some truth with it. It's like if you believe in your own ability, right? You believe in your own ability to do certain things. Like let's say in your social situation, if you believe in your own ability that hey, you know, I can go up to these people and just talk to them, you know, or like I can go up to these people and start up a conversation or join in the conversation. And it's more so confidence is like showing how far you can go. The only thing that holds people back from confidence is usually the fear aspect. They're not willing to test test the limits. So that's why I say like the best kind of mindset to have, at least starting out, is that kind of like student mindset, that learning mindset. You don't want to like have the mindset of someone that's like the fool, where they think like I used, at least like how I used to be as well, or was like the fool where you thought like small talk or being social, there was no point to it, right? And that was just honestly ignoring reality. That was like being the fool. And then you got the arrogant people where they think like they can like be social without practicing or without doing anything, right? And they can like talk to whoever they want, even though they're not their confidence isn't, they're not as confident as they seem. So that's why the best mindset to have out of these three is the student, where the student mindset is focused on learning and growth, where they test the so-called limits of what they can do. And when they see people talking, they say, hey, can I jump into this? You know what I mean? Say, hey, this person's talking about grapes. Oh my God. Let me just jump in and talk about how green grapes are better than like black grapes. Like, that don't really matter. Like he's not necessarily thinking about uh like overthinking about what to say. He's just putting himself out there and letting it flow with the conversation. So I feel like, as weird as it is, as like, you know, it doesn't sound so powerful, but the best mindset for those situations is the student mindset. That's what I believe. But yeah, but I mean, going back to music, like even you wearing a guitar necklace, I'm all about guitar as well, and like all this kind of music, absolutely wonderful, love it. Just I'm a personal believer where I think um, the type of music can affect the way you feel, as like most know. Like even like I listen to like some songs. If I listen to a new song that really gets me pumped up, I get motivated to just even work out. And I'm like, oh my God, this goes like it's really good. But you know, um, I feel like that could go line with like just the way you feel, feelings, confidence. I feel like they're both related. But keep going. I'm gonna open the door. Keep saying
Oh,
keep going.
okay, cool.
I'm already open.
Um,
You go.
one thing I was gonna say though is like in terms of music and everything, it's like, um, yeah, I still hear you, bro. We should probably clear comms before I
No,
go
we
on to the
good.
next
I
point.
got a guest star.
Yeah, I
Keep
just don't
going.
want the editing to be difficult for Cass. So um, when it comes to like music that is supposed to motivate you and supposed to inspire you to go and get pumped up and everything, it usually has the reverse effect sometimes on me where it demotivates me and it doesn't inspire me to do anything at all. So I wonder if it's also from person to person, because I feel like a lot of time I get a lot of motivation from listening to sad music because I feel understood in my state of mindset of where I'm at. And then that builds my confidence in that way. And sure, it's not for everyone. I have like a friend who tries to limit her time listening to sad music or watching a sad movie or something that's heavily emotional because it affects her so greatly that it doesn't help her move on. But for someone like me, I feel like emotions are really important and um integral to my personality and who I am. And so anytime I listen or like watch something that's super heavily emotional, it doesn't affect me in a way where it's draining or brings me down. It gives me energy because I learn a lesson or value from it. And then I'm able to draw out of that and grow and do something from that, you know? So I feel like there's many ways to build confidence and it's not just like one linear path.
Yeah, I mean, we were having a conversation as well with how you're talking about writing and how you wanted to like you just only write when like you have passion for it or not, which I kind of did agree with. Where like I think it would be better to write when you have passion off something sometimes. And the reason why, like if you see music artists as well, they do the same thing where they write something when they have like um something to like write about with the lyrics or whatnot with their experiences that most people do relate to. So that's why I feel like the best thing you could do, at least that relates to confidence, is like if you do have that surge of like passion, sadness, anger, or whatever it is, like the best thing is understand where it's coming from first for yourself, and then put your message out there. Like explain it out there in whatever form it is, like for me at least, like if I feel a certain way or whatever it is with emotions or whatnot, I tend to put that towards or try to put that towards improvement. Where like I feel any emotional stuff, I tend to um like work out or like go to the gym or do like push-ups or whatnot, just like just to deal with emotions instead of like going and like instead of necessarily putting it on other people sometimes. But
Hmm.
yes, yes.
How does my microphone sound, by the way? I muted myself on Discord.
Oh, I don't hear you on Discord. I muted you on Discord. You good, bro?
Oh, okay, cool. So
Yeah,
we're good either
you
way.
sound fine here. I had to talk here. You weren't. Don't worry. I'll explain after this podcast. But you'll be good. But
Okay. Cool.
yeah. Well,
I would just had a lack of confidence in that moment about how everything was going. So
no, you good. That was just instinct, bro. Because it was we couldn't hear you for a little bit. That was all, and I had to like turn it up on this thing, the VOD. But yes, yes, yes. Well, that was just a little appetizer we did. And I want to get into mindset though. Mindset's big. And I want to bring the mindset of, do you believe that we are able to change our thoughts? And if so, how?
hmm. What do you mean by that? That's kind of a vague question.
Let me talk about it. So
Like, what's a specific example you could provide that I could
let,
expand on?
let me give you an example. So let's say, or actually, I can give you an example by kind of answering the question as well. Maybe this will kind of help. Is like my like thoughts in general. For me at least, with this question, I'm a believer where I feel like you can't necessarily change your thoughts like this day or this second, right? I believe you could change your thoughts with the habits you built, or like the things you consume, like you see online or whatever. So I feel like it is possible if like a couple things. I would say three things. A couple things. You're around the right people, and you yourself are in no place of hatred or anything about yourself. Like you're kind of like in a place where like you kind of love yourself, and then you're around good people, and whatever you do on a daily day basis isn't all negative. I feel like these three things can really change your thoughts or influence your thoughts at least. So it's kind of like that. It sounds vague, but I would say just simple. Like some people believe that we our thoughts just happen and you just gotta let it come and go. And sometimes that's true, but that doesn't mean that we don't have the power to change it over time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of it. Yeah.
Okay, but well, I would say like in terms of like discipline and everything, um, that's kind of how you change your mindset on your thoughts and everything. Now, it wouldn't necessarily like change your personality or anything, but like if it's like what I would mention with creative writing. It's like I don't want to like write in bursts of energy or of passion, because that's inconsistent. What would be more consistent is having the discipline to do creative writing and have like a set time every day to go ahead and keep writing even when you don't feel those passionate energies or motivation, because then you complete something and then you could go back and edit and change things whenever you need to or would like to. Um, so I feel like discipline plays a big place in terms of changing your thoughts, because if you want to change your habits, behavior, or patterns, you're not going to change it because one day you feel like you could have so much energy and motivation to do so, because that's unreliable to kind of like follow your heart in that sense and do your passions whenever you want. It's more reliable to train yourself and force yourself to do things, do hard things even when you don't want to do those things, so that you form a discipline and break out those habits and behaviors and find that confidence through the discipline. So, yeah.
I agree with that, bro, a lot. Like, because I want to relate that where discipline is what builds your confidence, you know? So like if you're like around people, right, who say like, "Oh, you're lazy," or "Oh, you're like this," or not even lazy. Let's say people would just say like, "Oh, you hear people they say like, "Oh, go get a job," or like, "Do something in your life." But let's say you have a job and you're doing something in your life, or like you work out, you're doing good, but you hear these other people saying this stuff, you wouldn't get offended off it because like what you're doing, like like how you're doing stuff. And like even about looks, let's talk about looks. If you like you take care of yourself and all that, and people are calling you ugly, and like it doesn't really matter to you because you know that like you're like literally taking care of yourself, like you're doing what you what you can, you're doing great, you're working out, you're taking care of yourself. So other people saying that's their opinion, and their opinion is not necessarily valid for what you believe in for you. So I think that builds confidence too. The confidence of not getting offended by people's words, because their words are just words. It's like someone trying to speak Italian to you and you don't know Italian. You know what I mean? It's like someone trying to speak a totally different language. You don't understand the language. It's like you're not making sense because I know what I'm doing in my life. It goes like that. So that's what I have to say. At least that relates to like
I have a
uh
question.
defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I have a question. This is something that just came to mind. So it's like there's also such a thing as false confidence, I feel like. So for example, there'll be a bunch of people that will go to like, for example, a straight guy and just be like, "Oh, if you kiss another guy and everything, that just shows that you are secure in your masculinity." You know what I mean? But it's also, if it's something that goes against your morals and your values, then that's still a wrong thing to do. So how would you feel in the sense about false confidence in situations where people question your confidence when you stand upon your morals?
Two things: false confidence and confidence. False confidence and true confidence. Two different things. False confidence is built upon other people's ideas of you. Confidence is built upon not caring too much about other people's ideas for you. False confidence is usually about like knowing that like, oh, everyone likes me and I'm a great person. Confidence is saying it doesn't matter if people like me or not. I like me, you know? Like you just go on by your day, and like people like you, it's great. People don't like you, it's great. Like it don't matter because that's their opinion, that's their word. So like with what you just mentioned right there, is you say like if you kiss another guy, you're secure in your masculinity. That's not true at all. You know what I'm saying? Because that's confidence is built upon, let's say, a social norm or like society standard. You know what I mean? So that's why I say if it's anything that's built upon society, not even what you just said or anything like that's related to it,
Mhm.
that's bad. That's not true
It's like a
confidence.
form of it's like a form of manipulation, like with
That's why we
cults
shouldn't
and
care too
like
much about people's words so much about our own confidence, no matter what it is. You know what I mean?
yeah, there we go.
Yeah. But that's what I had to say, bro. I like that question. What you doing? She goes in now.
Please stand by. Please stand by. We have a dog inside the room. No.
It's my wonderful dog, guys. All right. What was I saying? Yeah, about the. I really did like that question. The false confidence and confidence in general.
Yeah.
It was it's something because you've seen it, like people question about you is like why aren't you like this, or what was it? Even the talk we had before, where we were talking about furries or whatnot. I think like Overwatch, when we were playing, right? And then
Mhm.
we were talking and whatnot, and then we got asked questions like, well, why don't you like furries or whatnot? Do you not like other people having fun? Like, does it make you uncomfortable? I'm like, it's just weird, man. I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's weird to me. I won't mess with it. I'm not trying to accept it and like say like, oh, all furries are good. So like, I think that would be like, I think that's a better example to show like what confidence could be, is where like you don't have to. Confidence is like where you don't have to like submit to ideas, not just like that. Like
Like
ideas of other
conform
people,
to other
conform to
people's
ideas where
ideal.
like you like doubt yourself, where it's like, oh man, maybe I am uncomfortable, like, oh man, maybe I have to say this is right, because then you're just fitting in, then you're just going with the social norm, and then you have no say in anything. You lost basically your free will, your freedom of speech. It's like you gotta like stand up and stick up for what you believe in, but at the same time keep an open mind, but to the right things. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I believe in.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
say like someone was saying something about like in terms of like Christian faith, and it was something that it was biblically wrong to do. Like, for example, such as like any form of sexual perversion, abortion, uh, what are other stuff, that goes on in the world, like, stuff that we know is sinful and wrong, and people try to convince us on it being correct. So when would you like stand for when are times where you didn't stand for faith is pretty much what I was saying, because I feel like a lot of times I get in a position where I could either stand up for my faith in God or not, and then it goes either way, depending on how I feel like people would treat me and everything. It turns into like a people pleasing sort of thing. So I don't know, maybe in terms of faith, where are areas that you struggle with standing up for faith, or areas that you did stand up for faith, like examples of both?
Interesting you brought that up, because honestly I was you read my mind sometimes. I was actually thinking about these kind of topics, like about myself, only recently, but
Gotcha.
I
That's
would
crazy. I read your mind, bro.
I would say uh what is it, that with faith I believe standing up for your faith doesn't necessarily mean that you have to tell everyone that what they're doing is wrong, or like say like you're committing sin and whatnot, because that's just going back to where one Bible quote where like they say like, how you guys like judge another person when you have like um, that little something speck in your eye or whatnot. How you gonna judge someone else when you also commit those sins? You know what I mean? Like that's also a form of like not the best kind. I think maybe a race to pride kind of. It's not the best when you judge like that or see what's wrong like abortion and all this other stuff, sexual stuff. You can like it's wrong, but I feel like the best way to stand up for your faith is to have a relationship with God. And I think that's what Jesus was preaching about so many times, just that keep that relationship with God. Many people use prayer as a tool, but don't use prayer as communication towards relationship with God. You know what I mean? So I feel like the best thing you can do to stand up for your faith would be more so like if someone makes fun of like God to you or whatnot, you stand up for that. You just say it's like why are you doing this? Like you give that kind of like Christian what you call it, philosophy where you don't necessarily bring hatred towards them. You don't say like, "Oh, blasphemy," because you know better than the other people. You know better than the pagans or what the Jews did to Jesus or whatnot. Like, yeah, you know better than like what happened to them. So the best thing you could do is more so give love to everyone, but don't be too nice to where people walk over you and God, where you stick up for that. You stick up for your relationship with God. So for me, I mean, the most recent thing I did with my faith is more so just I'll just keep up my relationship with God, to be honest. And like when I'm asked like certain things, I'll mention like how God guided me through this and did a lot for me. And then when I hear some people making fun of it, I'll be like, "What are you doing? Like that's wrong." But if I hear, but everyone in the world are doing wrong, you can't change and fix everyone. The best thing you can do is change your situation now and what you want for your family. Especially for me, like for my mindset is like I do want to have a family. I want to be a father and like I want to know and I want to like have the best family. I'm not too concerned of like I have to change everyone or fix everyone's mind or like, make them see right. I'm just concerned about like if I hope that like my future family, my kids and my wife, like they um like are good. Like they see like a Christian mindset in a sense. But I gotta build it myself.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I have to say. Stand up for faith. It comes with internal, comes within, not nothing external. You even mentioned the works you do won't get you
Yeah.
to heaven.
Yeah, because I feel like in the confidence in itself is standing up for faith even when you have resistance against you. Like sometimes I would feel like peer pressured into trying to conform into an ideal that other people have that I would disagree with. And usually I would fall into flight mode where I would run away, fight mode where I would harshly be judgmental, or freeze where I just stay silent and I don't know what to do. Um, and if it comes from that place of being feared of being disliked, and so you try to control the situation to where you could be liked even when it's not possible. And I'm just thinking about like, for example, one of the first Christian martyr in the Bible recorded is in Acts chapter 7, verse 54, and that's where the story starts. Um, but the person, his name was Stephen. He was out ministering about Jesus and the gospel and what he did to save us. And um, people kept telling him to stop, but he kept going, because he was ministering. And people got fully enraged with Stephen and um, went ahead and stoned him to death. And Stephen cried out to the Lord to receive his spirit, and he died. Became the first martyr for standing up for his faith. And so I feel like that's kind of an example of just like confidence in its most extreme but most highest form, where he was willing to die to stand up for his ideals even when everyone else around him kept telling him he was wrong. And so I kind of like feel like consciously I'm at that point, if I focus on that, but on a subconscious level, it's like I need to work more on that spirit of being afraid of being disliked. So I get to that point where no matter no matter how many people are opposing of me, that I still have the confidence to even die for my faith. You know what I mean? So I'm just thinking of just like, there's many times I did not stand up for my faith or wasn't a good witness of God's character just because of feelings that I had. Feelings of anxiety, feelings of fear, um, and so forth. So, yeah.
Hmm. Well, I want to tell you a little trick to that. Actually, like you talked about how you fear, like I think we talked about too a little bit, where like fear of being disliked and all this other stuff. There is a little trick to it, where some people they fear is like, oh, don't want to be disliked, so I'll people please, and I've been there too. Wasn't the best. It's weird how the world works, where like if you be too nice or you like um do anything, people will honestly dislike you, or you'll get walked over on or used, and it's not the best. And there's a reason why. Being liked and being respected are similar, but not the same thing. So let me explain that. So when you stand up for your beliefs, whatever it is, you stand up for your beliefs and your morals. Oh my gosh, so cute. You stand up for your morals and your beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Like if you stand up for that, like whatever it is, Christian or like whatever you believe in. Even I think I talk about for a reason, all this other stuff. Whatever you believe in, you stand up for that. Um, you will have respect of those people because they know they can't just like change your mind. They know you're not weak minded. So they have respect for you, are willing to learn from you. You know what I mean? So like I feel like that is the best way to build a confidence is first off respect and love yourself, and then you'll have the respect of others if you stand up and stick with your morals no matter what it is, bro. Like I make jokes and all that. I've been doing it, like it could be like some dumb jokes like I'll make or whatever it is, but like I know what I'm saying. I know like I'm just having fun and whatnot, or even like sticking up to what I believe in. Like we have disagreements, and like I have disagreements with other people as well, and but like I stay true to like whatever it is I believe in. I try to not just stay in one place but to learn and improve on it. So I feel like that is the best thing to do, and not so much just conform and submit to a person or ideas, because that's the worst feeling, is like um just throwing away a part of yourself when you know it's wrong. So I say just stick up to it. Stick up for yourself. And that's kind of the most important thing. But yeah, it's always good, bro. It's always good. Great questions, bro. You on the roll with this? Well,
We're chilling.
yeah. That's what I have to say. We'll keep this fun and short, bro. Nothing too serious. But
Yeah. I'm like trying to add more. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a funk today. So
no, you don't have that, bro. At this point, I'm not gonna talk about anything, bro, about life or anything. It's like it's cool, bro. I'm interested. It's just about me and you. Whole reason why we started this. We had these talks. Oh my gosh, what you doing?
yeah.
Yeah.
B. But I think, is there anything else you want to talk about confidence?
Mm. Nothing much, bro. Just we just gotta build ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Build ourselves to a point where you can protect the other people you care about, and um, basically like not even like just not even having the feeling where you have to be in control of every situation, just letting the knowing that whatever situation you are in, you are not in control of the situation but yourself. But yes, like right now I'm not in control of her going crazy right now and wanting to go
Yeah.
outside, but like, you know, I let her go anyways because she's so cute. Go ahead, babe. But yeah, so
Um, what is an area recently that you feel like you displayed a lack of confidence in?
ooh, I could talk about that. um it usually comes from doubt. It comes from
Mhm.
the doubt of oneself. And I always mention that the people don't doubt yourself, but I have it out on myself at one point, and it was way before, and I uh, I did show a lack of confidence when, like, you know, when talking to people or like explaining some things, is because I didn't have the thing I just talked about. I didn't love and respect myself. You know, I didn't have that, and this is only like kind of recent as well. And it's like when you don't, when you feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you feel like you're not doing what you want to do in life, or like you're not going with your purpose or going with your goals or whatnot. You're not making any progress. How could I, or how could I, like, you know, have built like confidence in those areas? And it would test it a lot. It would test, like, you know, going up to people and like being social and all that, see like how my confidence went. And usually it's that feeling where it's like, um I tried many things. You like, I tried thinking like, oh, you know, all people are equal, or all people is like, you know, it don't really matter, and they're all false, man. People are just all different in different areas, and yeah, I feel like the lack of purpose gave me a lack of confidence. That's what really happened with me. It's just lack of confidence being social, lack of confidence of like talking, feeling, like whatever it is. That's That's what it is. I feel like purpose is really big too. When I realize that we gotta have like put a purpose to ourselves. Crazy how life
For
is.
sure, for sure.
But yes, yes. That's what
Yeah.
I would have to say. Very wonderful.
Very wonderful. I just noticed the stream looks mirrored to our webcams.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you joking,
Like
bro?
if you look at the webcams and then look at the stream, it's like the opposite side.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I kind of have a lack of confidence in our capabilities of making it look unmirrored.
It's okay. You know what they say? When you look in the mirror, that shows the reality of things. Mm-hmm.
But what if you look in the mirror and it just confirms your lack of confidence?
Yeah, that's where you start, you know? That's where you build confidence. Look in the mirror, you see lack of confidence, like, fuck, dude. You really gotta have to say, if you look at yourself and you're ugly, you gotta say you're ugly. You're like, man, dude, I look fucking terrible. And you gotta work on yourself. It's like, I gotta be better. You can't just, like, you know, look ugly or whatnot and say, I'm a beautiful piece of shit. It's like, bro, you're not beautiful, man. You gotta look good. Like, if you told me how I looked before, like, oh my God, bro. Like, I know that, like, you know, I could work on myself and all that, and I'm in the middle of growing my beard, but, like, you know, before, holy shit, if you told me I looked good or whatnot, bro, I would have shot myself. Like, that was sad. Like, this was not don't look at me like that. They didn't mean to say like that. It's like, it
Wow,
was
that's
bad.
crazy.
No, it was bad, bro. If I just looked like that, bro, and I for the rest of my life, or like had what I felt for the rest of my life, holy damn. That would have been sad. It's like David Goggins, bro. If you watch his videos, that's exactly how I felt like in the beginning of working on myself. I was like, damn, what am I doing? You're going to have to face some reality, honestly, with that reality checks on yourself. It's like we have a brain, dude. Like we have a brain to like judge and like see what is right, what is wrong. We have a brain to like even judge ourselves, see what it is, and like to see like how we look. So like if I look bad in a picture, I gotta like say like, huh, I probably look bad in a picture. Or like if I, you know, like hear myself like in audio whatnot, I don't sound the best. I look ways to improve it. I don't just say like, oh, this is good enough. So there's always like some form of growth rather than some form of settlement. That's something within me. At least that's something maybe you didn't know about me. Well, there you go. Yeah.
Didn't know about you. What do you mean?
No, because you mentioned a question before the podcast. You're like, "What's one thing I
Yeah.
don't know about you?" Like, you
Yeah.
didn't.
So
Yeah.
what was the one thing you kind of rambled, bro? What's the one thing that I don't know about you?
Let me think, bro. I totally forgot. Um.
What the frick? How am I supposed to decipher that?
Oh no. You want to play Fortnite, bro?
No, we're still. I'm still thinking. I had another question, bro. Play Fortnite? Shut up.
That's what we gotta build confidence, bro. Like, you sure why we play, why not? Come on.
No, we're still. We haven't even got an hour, bro. We gotta get at least an
We
hour.
doing for fun, bro. I wanna have let's go like.
We are doing for fun. It is whatever. But there was one more question that I had.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Go ahead.
I know, but now I'm just really confused. Like, oh, that was the one thing that you didn't know about me. Like, bro, what you mean? You didn't tell me anything. What do I not
Okay,
know
all right,
about you?
all right. Listen, I told you, bro. I told you. I'll say it in 2 words. Yeah, I forgot. I really, really tried, bro. I was trying to think. It's like, what was it? Was something. It was
You
like,
were talking about looking in the mirror and feeling ugly.
oh no, I lost it.
You're killing me. I was
Hold on.
gonna say something based off of that too.
Say it, bro. Say it. I'm down. I gotta keep thinking,
I forgot.
bro.
we're so we're so not there, bro.
We
I
hear
don't
you, bro.
know.
Why does that? Nothing has to
We
be.
here.
You gotta have. This is fun, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We
Like,
gotta we gotta
you know,
have
if you want.
the confidence. Overconfidence. What does overconfidence look like?
Let's see. Overconfidence. I'm not a believer in overconfidence. I'm a believer in arrogance. So I think that people like, because confidence, as I mentioned, definition of confidence and false confidence. Confidence is like kind of believing it's like, it doesn't matter like whether people um like say necessarily about who you are or anything like that, rather than have to conform to ideals or ideas of other people in order to build confidence. That's just false confidence. But with overconfidence, I feel like that's arrogance, where you feel like where you feel that like you are better, like you are like you are the best, and you're and anything. And it could come from, it's not just from someone that's like, like unattractive or doesn't get, it could come from like an attractive person that like, actually has talent, but they have arrogance. Arrogance is not just like for certain people. Arrogance can come from anyone. And I feel like that's what it is. It's more so the feeling you are better than other people, or the feeling that people are lesser than you because you can do this or because you have this. So I feel like that's what kind of is. Or like overconfidence,
Um,
arrogance is like like a obsession view of one ability you have, or obsession view even of just yourself.
I feel arrogance and overconfidence are similar, but they're two different definitions. Arrogance is that pride feeling, feeling like you know it all. Um, it's a more prideful thing. Overconfidence, however, is similar, but it's about recklessness, or it's not realistic. It's where you are too confident to the point where you don't consider reality. Try to think of an example that doesn't necessarily attack you.
Huh? Go say it, bro. It's
well,
your opinion. Go
well,
crazy.
you okay? You said okay. Well, you said you don't believe in overconfidence, and then
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you said that, I was like, well, that makes sense because when we were playing like Overwatch, and I'm like, yeah, we're definitely going to lose realistically, and you're like, nah, we win this for sure. It's sarcastic, but it's that like never giving up, even though it realistically the odds aren't going to work out in that sense. And it doesn't apply just to video games for sure. That was just the only example I could think of where overconfidence is recklessness and kind of dissociating from the reality of the matter.
So let me give you a question too. Interesting stuff. Do you
Yeah.
believe that never giving up, or like just like never wanting to give up or anything like that, is overconfidence?
Um, I feel like confidence it can come when never giving up is such a optimistic worldview. But for me, I see optimism and pessimism as opposites. And for me, I feel like the balance is having a realistic, optimistic worldview of the world where definitely never give up, but there comes a point where it turns into recklessness and it turns into self-sabotage, whether you mean it or not, because if you keep on never giving up and you keep on seeing the same results over and over again, that's the point of insanity. You know what I mean? So I feel like confidence, true confidence, comes from admitting sometimes when you are wrong, or admitting failure, or admitting giving up, because then once you do that you could move forward and take steps to learn from why did you fail, or why was this something I had to give up, or where was I wrong and how can I learn somewhere where I am right. You know what I mean?
It depends on the
So,
situations. I feel like if you're gonna, I would say with that, I wouldn't say it necessarily has to be with admitting, like it has to be like, oh, let's say someone says something you disagree with or whatnot, but then um later on you kind of agree with it later on, and you're just like, oh, I admit I'm wrong or anything like that. It's not, I wouldn't necessarily think that's like one of the only ways to, like, not be overconfident. I would say like going back just coming back to reality, just like basically just engaging yourself in reality from time to time, and like doing whatever is necessary, like having your goal that's like, keep it optimistic and all that, but also set in reality as well, so like you can achieve it. Like even if you want to make $1 million, 10 million, it's possible. Just know the reality of it. It might take years. So same thing with whatever else, So I feel like overconfidence is, like with what you said, it could it could like you could change if you just basically come back to reality, come back to to the living, the real things. But I don't know. That's what I have to say about that one. Interesting stuff.
Okay, you want to play Fortnite?
Let's do it, bro.
Okay, let's play Fortnite.
You're gonna see my overconfidence in this game. Ready?
Yeah. But we should end the stream though.
Oh, should we? I was totally gonna
Yeah.
continue the stream while playing Fortnite. No, that would have went hard.
No,
Why not?
no, bro, we're done. This is the end of the podcast.
Ah, damn! Come on, chat. Anyone want to see us play Fortnite? Please tell me someone's watching.
There's no one in the chat.
No, I see some people. Come on. Look, someone's gonna reply.
Yeah,
in 10
it's
seconds.
just me and you, bro. It's just me and you. I feel like everyone else is bots.
You know, I'm kind of happy, bro. Even we didn't have anyone. Why are you laughing?
You know, I'm kind of happy, even though we don't have anyone listening.
Listen,
to
we got
us.
bots, bro. We got at least like robots.
Bots aren't humans.
Yeah, but robots are willing to watch.
Remember, my theory is that AI is the Nephilim coming back.
Well, you got a lot of theories about Nephilim, bro. It's a damn. It's AI, bro.
So we're entertaining demons and the devil then
with AI. You crazy, but no. You crazy. I'm good, bro. Let's end the stream. Goodbye, everyone. Take care. Have a good night. Boop, boop.